Murdered by her mother for, quote, loving her father too much. CBS 2 is always investigating, and tonight we've uncovered new documents revealing there may have been more to the motive behind Amaria Osby's murder. CBS 2's Chris Tye has been breaking new details on this tragic story for months. He is live at the Department of Children and Family Services with what he's found. Chris.
Erica, Amaria was murdered at the age of 8, but she had been on DCFS radar since the age of 3. The Department of Children and Family Services admits several rules were not followed in this case, and some employees were reprimanded as a result of it. But now we are learning that there may have been a different story told to the public versus what that mother now charged with murder was told.
Last May, Amaria Osby was 8 when her mom tried to get her to drink bleach, later admitting to suffocating her with a plastic bag because she loved her father more.
I love you.
Just hours earlier, Amaria and her mom, Andrea Hagler, were visited at their uptown apartment by state child welfare workers from the Department of Children and Family Services, an office that failed to even try to make contact with them for 60 days after a neglect call on Amaria came in last spring.
What do you make of that? 60 days.
60 days, honestly, a slap in the face. They could have got her. They could have got my daughter. They could have got my daughter and saved her life.
Last June, Amaria's father, DeMarcus Osby, told me he was the one who placed that neglect call, and he was repeatedly denied custody of the girl, offering his opinion on what motivated the murder.
Because she told the truth to the agent. She told the truth. She didn't lie.
What truth did she tell?
That my mother was beaten up.
But this report, obtained by CBS 2 from the Cook County Medical Examiner, sheds new light on what those agents saw and said to Amaria's mom hours before the crime. According to family members, the ME's report says Osby's mother had a meeting with the Department of Children and Family Services, and Osby was going to be taken away from her mother and placed in the care of another guardian. If true, it flies in the face of the Department of Children and Family Services version of events this June, which read an investigator visited the family and spoke with the mother and child. There were no noted concerns for physical abuse or neglect. We asked DCFS if they stand behind that June statement, and late Tuesday they told us if the investigator determined the child was in danger, DCFS would have taken custody immediately. DCFS does not speculate on future actions during an ongoing investigation, and in this case, no decisions had yet been made.
Both the DCFS worker and supervisor on the Amaria case were pulled from child care services duties. One of them has now been put back in the care of children and caring for kids. The other one, we don't know. DCFS wasn't able to put a finer point on that for us tonight. Amaria's dad did not want to speak with us tonight. Her legal team, her family's legal team, says they just received today the same documents that we received today. It's too early yet for them to comment.